swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. Finding an escape route. The tag. Touchdown, Irish. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Floating away. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give to the back. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his big tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Arkansas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Bring in the heat. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jackson gonna throw it. It's complete on the right side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. New set of downs after the completion.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. So now it's 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Good timing on the quick out. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Going to look downfield again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll let it go to the left. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 plays.
They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Power football with the run. At the 20, he's got space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Wide open, he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. He's looking to pass. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Finds a crease at the 20. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the shot. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quick completion on the out route.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen.
Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before it gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged out of the air. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll ride the hot hand. They stripped it out. Bounced right back to them. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send that offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Jackson will throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the back. He'll try to take it back. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wide open downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that...
Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking left. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that, well, good coverage.
He's got him. Still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Rush is on him. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Gilbert. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. They'll run play action. Extending the play. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Working that left side now. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
It's complete to the right.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been...
There he goes. Made a defender miss. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hand.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
This is a fullback who can be a weapon in this offense. He can block, you can hand it off to him, he can also catch the ball.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Carr. Blasted as he lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Oh, better look out! It's a running room. He's at the touchdown area. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by a field goal over BYU. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jackson will throw. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Bust through behind his pad. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it
turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Jackson going to throw it. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He leaves it with his back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's fourth down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punching in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you could give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Red pass, it's complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. The offense coughs it up. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. Snags it! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. set for the free kick after the safety.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back under 2 minutes. Everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.